Hey guys, welcome back. How are you? I hope you are good and doing well. So, in this lecture, we will discuss another important interview question. However, it is very basic question, but I see sometimes candidates might fail to answer this question correctly. Okay. However, it is very basic, but still it can impact your performance in the interview because it can create a wrong impression if you are not able to give the correct answer for this basic question. So here we will discuss differentiating array and query methods. Okay, so as a Rails developer, no matter how experienced you have, you must have deal with some array methods, Ruby array methods and the active record query methods. So Ruby array methods are like, for example, sort, flatten, reverse, compact, count, last, first, and so on. Okay, and query methods are like, let's say, find by, order, and limit, and count, select, anything else. Okay, so there are so many query methods and plethora of array methods are there in the Ruby. Okay, so let's see how we can differentiate them. So first of all, let's open any Rails console. Okay, and any project you have. Okay, so open its Rails console. Okay, and let's make the font higher. Now let's say we have a model. So here I have a job model. Okay, so now let's call job.count. Count. Okay, so you can see I have 1007 jobs in the database, or 1000 records in the database. Okay, however, this question or this explanation doesn't require that how many records you have. Okay, you just have to see that how you can perform, how you can differentiate the array methods and the query methods here. Okay, so what are the array methods? So array methods are the methods which returns an array in the object. Okay, for example, if I do job dot, let's say, last 10. Okay, so what this will return? This will return an array which contains last 10 jobs. Okay, now if I do this, sorry, if I do this job dot last 10 dot class, you can see it is returning an object of class array. Okay, but if I do this, like for example, let's say job dot dot 10 limit 10 dot class, it will return me an object of active record relation class. Okay, and you can only apply array to the array object, array methods to the array object, and you can only apply query methods to the active record relation objects. Okay, and now we need to understand that when we get array object and when we get the active record relation object. Okay, so if you use array methods on your model, okay, then you will get the instance of array. For example, if you do job dot first 10, you will get an instance of array class. Okay, you can confirm it by class method. Okay, so it's an array. If you do job dot order id, then you will get an instance of active record relation. For example, job dot order id dot class, you will see an instance of active record relation. Okay, now why I am discussing this question, that in recent interviews that I take for the candidates, and they are applying for the role of senior software developer in Ruby on Rails, but they failed to answer that. So what the question I asked, that for example, job dot last 10 dot order, and here let's say id, so whether this query will work or not. Okay, so they said that yeah, this will work, but it will not work. Why? Here you can see you are invoking two methods in the job model. First method you are invoking is the array method, and the second method that you are invoking here is the active record query method. Okay, and you cannot chain a query method to an array method. Okay, however, you can chain array method to the active record query method. For example, if you run this query, you will see an error that undefined method order for this array. Okay, why? Because it is returning the class array, and you will get the no method error. But if you do opposite, I mean, let's say job dot order id, and if you do it like last 10, you will get the result. Why? Because array methods are applicable on the active record relation object, but active record queries are not applicable on the array object. Okay, so that's why you cannot chain active record query methods after the array methods. However, you can chain array methods over the active record query methods. Okay, and the other question I asked that whether this query will work or not. So job dot limit 10 dot order id. So whether this query will work or not. So what will be your answer in this case? So this query will work. Why? Because limit is also a active record query method, and order is also a active record query methods. Okay, so you can change any number of query methods if the previous method is returning the object of active record relation. So when you run this, you will see the result. Okay, why? Because if you get its class, you will see it is still returning active record relation object. Okay, so whenever it is asked to you, like whether you can chain query methods to the array methods or not, so your answer must be no, because array methods always return the array object in the result, and in on an array object you cannot apply or you cannot change the active record query methods. Okay, however, vice versa is not true. If you first applying the query method, then you can chain array method to it and it will work. Okay, so for example, if you do this here, let's say first two, so you will get first two object here. Okay, why? Because still the previous query method is or the previous method is returning you an array object, sorry, an active record relation object, and on that active relation objects you can change the array methods. Okay, so just remember this thing, that whenever you are given such query, make sure that your last method must be sorry, the previous method must be a query method if you are chaining the query methods here. Okay, and if any of the array methods is in between the chain of the let's say query methods, you will get an error, the no method error, because the same thing, you active record query methods can be chained on the active record relation object, and array methods can be chained on both array object and the active record relation object. Okay, so I hope you like this, and this will be very beneficial for remembering this point into interviews. Okay, because that might create a wrong impression. Okay, because if you are applying for a senior software developer, or let's say who has at least 3 to 4 years of experience, and if you don't know this answer, this could create a wrong impression, because it clearly says that you are not aware about the basics of the Ruby and Rails. And basic means the basics of the array methods and basics of the active record query methods. Okay, so just to get this into mind, and be prepared whenever you ask such questions, so answer that sensibly. Okay, so that's all from this lecture, and we will meet in another lecture. Till then, tata, goodbye, take care, and stay safe.